All right. Good morning and welcome to this May 14th, 2025 Board of Sanitary Commissioners meeting. If you would all please rise with me and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have no absences today, so we will move into our public comment period. Those wishing to make public comment will have 3 minutes, and they may approach the podium. Seeing none, we will move on to our consideration of the April 30th, 2025 board minutes. Would anybody like to make a motion in regards to those minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Hearing a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, the board minutes for the April 30th, 2025 meeting are approved. We'll move on to consider the register of claims totaling $762,285.15. Would any commissioner like to provide clarification or ask questions in regard to those claims? Hearing none, I will provide just one commentary on the one large claim that we have. That's for Bowen Engineering, Pay App 39. This is from the 2021 bond project. This is for work performed at the Water Pollution Control Facility. So that is a total of $124,606.95. All right. Would anybody like to make a motion in regards to the register of claims?
Motion to approve?
I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, register of claims is approved. Next, we have the district administrator update with Mr. Rick Conrad.
Good morning, Rick Conrad, District Administrator. A couple of traffic updates. Work is continuing on Petty between Briar and Duane. Weather permitting, we're hopeful that will end next week. Then there will also be work on West Amherst between Brentwood and Riley, another sewer replacement. That is it for traffic updates. We've got some other news. I guess I want to share first that as we get into the farther along into spring and summer here, we've kind of altered our levee mowing just a little bit. In an effort to save some mowing costs, we're going to try and let primarily the slopes of the levee grow a little bit taller. So as folks may see that, it's not that we're behind on mowing, it's just that we do have 80 acres that we mow, and primarily gets very little use by the public. So we're going to let that grow a little bit taller, may get to 12 inches, nothing major before we start mowing that down. Everything along the greenway will be kept clean and neat, so the folks who are primarily in the area are going to be moving along the greenway. Everything should continue to look good, but it will be a little bit different from what we've seen in the past. We are continuing to investigate the potential impacts of State Bill 1 and particularly how that's going to impact our sanitation department. We're looking at a significant potential loss in revenue from taxes and may need to switch to a billing format for this. So we're going to be spending some considerable amount of time over the next few months developing a plan for that. Also on the levee, Tom Noble and his group at engineering have been removing some of the sand piles. I imagine most people who use the greenway have seen that. It almost looks like it was deliberate, but it was really just piled up kind of neatly in those odd piles when the river flooded. Tom said they've removed 5 single axle dump truck loads of sand already, so a lot of dirt being moved around there, but we're getting that cleaned up and looking much neater. And I will also mention that our negotiations with IDEM and our long-term control plan seem to be progressing well. We hope to have a conclusion and hopefully approval of our alternative plan. We're lucky by next board meeting, so hopefully we'll have some good news here by the end of the month to share. That is it for me. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Mr. Conrad. Mr. Clark, any questions?
No questions. Thank you, Rick.
Mr. Selvey?
Nothing. Thanks.
Mr. Overton?
No, thank you.
Mr. Smith?
No questions. Thank you, Rick.
Yep. Good job, Rick. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We have no department head updates today. Any commissioner would like to bring any old business? We have none currently on the agenda. Seeing none, we'll move into our new business. Item number 1 is a quote opening for project 1SAN-25, Dill Street lining, presented by Mr. John Anderson. John?
John Anderson, District Engineer. This project is necessitated, there's a new development going, or redevelopment along Dill Street, that the city actually vacated Dill Street, so there were some issues with the pipe, so we decided it's cost effective to line the pipe as opposed to having to dig up Dill Street and replacing time. So that's where this project was developed. So, and we had one quote that we received from Inliner Solutions. The quote amount for $70,000. Ask that the board, we take this quote into consideration and review.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. So just to reiterate, one quote from Inliner Solutions for $70,000 for the Dill Street lining project. There were no other bids received. Mr. Anderson will basically provide a bid review and make sure we know that that is a reasonablest price, and we will contemplate and return on that for the next meeting.
Quote review.
Quote review. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Any questions from commissioners?
No.
Seeing none. Next, we'll move into our task summary with Christopher Burke Engineering. Mr. Conrad?
Morning again. This task summary is for continuing work to get Muncie's levee certified through FEMA. We've been doing a lot of work for many years to keep the maintenance up on the levee. Most recently, we're working on the tieback levee. This task summary is to continue data gathering, design, and permitting for basically the next section down of the levee. So they'll be looking for any deficiencies and coming up with solutions for those. We have 4 sections of the levee. This will put us about 25% of the way, very roughly speaking. In general, we're starting at the more difficult sections and moving into the more, the less complicated sections, I hope. And the amount is a mystery. It's $196,000 even. And again, that would be to cover data gathering, design, and permitting for the west reach of the south levee.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Conrad. Mr. Clark, questions?
No questions.
Mr. Selvey?
No, sir.
Mr. Overton?
Just a quick comment that we're due this project to make sure that people do not have to buy flood insurance. So if we did not do this project, then residents would be paying a lot of money. But because we do the tieback levee and take care of that, citizens do not have to buy flood insurance. So this saves residents of Muncie a lot of money. And this is the next step in that process of securing the levee to prevent flooding of the White River.
Mr. Smith?
No questions. Thank you.
And I'll just talk about the scope of work. As Mr. Conrad mentioned, this is primarily for design and permitting, so we will have to issue a letter of map revision once we come into total compliance, which is about a year-long process. There's also significant hydraulic modeling for that letter of map revision process, and we will be looking to stem some of the erosion of the existing levee, which is, basically evident by anybody who kind of drives by it. So necessary work that is germane to what we do. So with that said, I will entertain a motion to approve, I guess, I can't really approve the task summary. We'll approve the addition of the task to the existing contract in the sum of $196,000.
So moved.
Second.
Having a motion and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hearing none opposed, that motion is approved. Moving on to additional board topics, Mr. Clark,
None at this time, Mr. President.
Mr. Selby,
None.
Mr. Overton,
Nothing today.
Mr. Smith.
Nothing additional today.
I'll just do my normal shout out to somebody, and today it's going to be Mr. Jason Ingram, who is not with us today in the audience, but we've been working with T.Y. Lynn extensively on the wastewater pollution control facility, and Jason's background knowledge and being able to run documents down and understanding just the totality of how that plant works continues to impress, and it's been refreshing to see him in his element, so we really appreciate Jason, hard work he does for us. With that said, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I will second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hearing none opposed, this meeting is adjourned.